Huh. So this could be somebody, this could definitely be somebody who is a very, very powerful person, but I do think that they are very elevated. They're that same status that they have also means that they're very lonely. They're basically up in their ivory tower, like Rapunzel, needing someone to come into their tower. And whoever this high priestess is, they're going to become their lover. But that doesn't mean romantic for everyone. That could be like a union of business. Because again, for not for everyone will it be the same story. But there is a similarity between them. The King of Swords might be somebody who's very wise, very intelligent, but they don't really have a lot of enjoyment in life. I do believe that they have a lot of responsibilities, because remember, we're clarifying the Four of Earth, which showed them holding the cornerstone. So this is somebody who's got a lot of weight, a lot of pressure on them. And the High Priestess is somebody who brings in some levity, some companionship. But there's a contract here with Justice card. Interestingly enough, it is destiny. It's karmic. But remember, karma isn't always like a scary negative thing. It's something that we're meant to do. It's part of our path. Okay. So this could be like a marriage contract, or this could be I don't want to say sugar baby. I mean, that's a possibility. I just don't see my collective being the type of collective that is into that. But you never know. Maybe special circumstances, right? Additional information for this cluster of cards. Handcuffs. Okay. Well then. Controlled, defenseless, target, handicapped, held back, prey, suppress, need to break free, detained by external forces, applying force, incapacitated, submit, and feeling powerless. Overall energy is the White Rabbit. Spark of curiosity, gnosis, spiritual awakening. It's time. Heeding the call, research it, inner knowing, dark to light, going down the rabbit hole, waking from the dream again. Huh. Oh, and beneath that, beneath the White Rabbit, we've got Anam Cara, unconditional love, romance, soulmates, uncommon bond, devoted, always, tenderness, timeless, constant affection, best friends, appreciation, unchanging, and infinite love. So this is interesting, because remember when I said this could be someone who has people around them giving them bad advice. And then I did say that there was difficulties between these two, right? Between the counselor and the mother, who we now know the King of Swords is the son, whatever that means. So this could just be like a really wealthy family. They feel like they don't have control of their life. Maybe their mother's very controlling of their, like, who they can date, who they can marry, things like that. Like they feel powerless. They feel like they're being suppressed and held back, detained. And somehow the High Priestess can help them with that. Or it could be that they're drawn to the High Priestess romantically, and it may start as a romantic relationship, but she's meant to help them with the spiritual awakening, with the breaking free from having someone else take their sovereignty. Okay. All right. Because remember, the oracle cards, one of them said challenge your perception. So this high priestess is challenging this person's perception, but they will most likely do the same for her because it's always mutual, right? Let's see. Clarify the Six of Fire. The King of Wands. Clarify Six of Fire. Palace of Wands. That's two. I'm telling you, this is wealth. Not only did we get two palaces already, we got the Palace of Coins, which is a lot of wealth, Palace of Wands, and then we also got the Castle Oracle card, remember? Clarify Six of Fire. Again, the King of the King of Swords again. So they're followed by the Two of Swords, but in the Two of Swords is a feminine. So whoever the High Priestess is, they might not be able to see this King of Swords right now. They might not know that this King of Swords has their eye on them. Then it's followed by the Seven of Wands, because the King of Swords is defending against something right now. It's like their mind is on the High Priestess, but their actions are in another direction right now. They're defending from something. And then we've got a King of Wands. This could be who they're defending from, because the King of Swords is the one who has this Palace of Earth, because that's where it came up. But this is a whole other person. King of Wands, Palace of Wands, and Eight of Wands, which means this is coming towards either the King of Swords. This might be somebody who wants to, remember we're clarifying the Six of Fire, and in this deck, the Six of Fire is mediation, arbitration, diplomacy. So this could be either another company that's trying to deal with their business company, or it's another country. Who's looking for mediation. So whoever the King of Swords is, they've got their eye on the High Priestess, but they can't make a move yet because, again, they've got all these things holding them back right now. Specifically, whoever this King of Wands is, that's heading towards them. That's who they're defending against. Let's see. And then they'll take action. Then they will come towards the High Priestess. Additional information. That was quick. We've got dice, which is gamble, taking a risk, luck, playing games, chances are, roll with it, random results, win or lose, uncertain outcome, playing the game, potential, fate, what happens next. So, this could be the opposite. It's not about the King of Wands coming towards the King of Swords. The King of Swords is going towards the King of Wands and taking a risk. Are they going to ask for something? So we've got, at the bottom of the deck, we've got autumn, full moon, within 6 to 9 months. And then we've got forked road, direction change, options, free will, choice, opportunity, alternatives, multiple choice, the moment of truth, crisis, possibilities, turning point, change in circumstance. They're trying to change their circumstances. They're trying to change. Right now, they feel like they're powerless. So they're trying to change that. So they're the ones going towards whoever this King of Wands is. Because you look at this. Look at how the Six of Fire is set up. It looks like standing before a king, right? And we're on this side of the guards being like, whoa, hold on. But you see how the king is like holding up his hand like, go on, let him through, let him through. So this is another powerful person. Whoever this King of Wands is, who they also have their palace. This could be like, I don't know, maybe if this is all people in the same family, this could be like another family member who has established themselves outside of this family. Or this could be, you know, someone from another country. This could be a whole other business. But this King of Swords is taking a risk. They are the ones taking a risk with this King of Wands because they want to change the trajectory of their life. Okay. Let's do the next row because I'm a little lost about how this is going to move forward. Next row. So this would be the page, but again, on this deck, it's a lot more expansive. So instead of the Page of Pentacles, it's the Heaven and Earth, which means the combination of spiritual with material. The Ace of Fire. Now, it did come out reversed, but we're going to see whether it's... We're just going to leave it upright for now. Desire. Oh, I think I know what they desire. I think I know what they desire. Knowledge. And intuition. The Father. Oh, the Father. Okay, so if this is... Wow. If this is a family, and obviously this could apply on the macro scale, but right now I'm going to talk about it on the micro because I'm trying to make it more relatable for the rest of us, okay? This King of Swords, the parents might be either divorced and they're both very powerful, wealthy people, or they're the type that are married publicly but privately live separate lives. Because the King of Wands is the father. And that's who they're going towards. They're taking a gamble by, instead of, maybe normally they would listen to their mother, maybe normally they would just do whatever she said, and this time they're like, look, I'm going to my father. And they deal with the Queen of Fire. That's how I know that this is the King of Fire, because the father is dealing with a Queen of Fire. So that's why I'm saying, like, they might be married to someone else, or they live with someone else, even though they're technically married to the mother of this King of Swords. Wow. Okay. All right. Moving on. So again, I want to read not the cards themselves, just the keywords and the key phrases. So we're going to read the key phrases of the father. And I will say, because the so far what we've seen is that this King of Swords wants the High Priestess, right? That's who they want. Right now it might be more romantic. Whether they realize or not, it's going to change the rest of their life. But romantically, they want the High Priestess. And their mother might be saying no. And so now they're going to appeal to their father. Okay, so keywords with the father are fatherhood, leadership, authority, protection, responsibility, guidance, support, compassion, and control. Key phrases: the center of power within the family unit, a time for decisive action, A source of strength, not fear. What did your father teach you? Step up and take charge. Guide, instruct, and inspire confidence. Be interested and supportive, not critical. The buck stops with you. Fulfill your obligations. Allow others their autonomy. Share all tasks and responsibilities, and step out of the Stone Age. So the father seems to be a very supportive person. And I don't see the mother being someone who's not supportive, but maybe she just doesn't like that person for her son or whatever. But the father is a lot more, remember, what stood out a lot was allow others their autonomy. They're a lot more about let him make his own decisions, basically. And if the son knows that, then that's why he's going to the father. Like, look, I already tried negotiating with my mother. I already tried all forms of persuasion. She's not giving in, so I'm going to the source of power. Okay. Let's look at the heaven and earth energy. Okay. So the heaven and earth says, keywords: heaven, earth, above, below, nature, humanity, magic, mundane, material, immaterial. Key phrases: separation is an illusion, center and align, spiritual being in a physical body, spirit dwells in nature, experience life and learn from experience. Symbiotic relationships: harm the planet and you harm humanity. The ordinary is magical and the magical is ordinary. You know, this goes along with the oracle card called Honor Gaia. It could be that what the King of Swords is fighting against is, if this is a wealthy family, they might be doing things that, oh, we've had readings like that before, right? I don't remember right off the top of my head what they're called, but we've had, okay, so this person is fighting against their family harming the earth. And it's like they're trying to be like caring about their family and saying, I understand we don't want to lose profit, but I also don't want us to harm the earth. Okay. Let's look at the Ace of Fire. So the Ace of Fire keywords are new beginnings, initiative, action, conception, invention, creation, creativity, and procrastination. Key phrases: new beginnings and opportunities, actively pursue your goals, take advantage of what's being offered, move beyond research and planning, weave your future into being, take something old and make it better, break with tradition, and offer something new. Uncertainty inspires procrastination. I feel like this person this King of Swords wants to innovate. They want to do something differently. But then it's followed by desire. And desire can be a little like the Devil card. Let's see. Let's go look at the keywords. And that's a major arcana, by the way. Excuse me. Okay. Desires, wants, dreams, ambition, goals, price, gestation, manifestation, consequences, and selfishness. Key phrases: what do you desire most? How much do you want it? Desire compels action. Make another attempt. Great expectations, great disappointment. Ground your desires in reality. What you desire will have a price. Wishful thinking. Has your desire waned or changed? Let your conscience be your guide.